I just wanted to say, first, a huge congratulations to Jen Palka and Corey Zarek and just putting together an incredible summit and having the sessions that we have here. And it's super great to be here to see how much this has grown and how much the team of digital services has grown too. My name is Sonal Shah. I run the Beck Center for Social Impact and Innovation at Georgetown University, and we're a center that's based in the provost office of Georgetown, and the goal is to actually work across different disciplines across the university. So we get to work with the business school, the computer science program, the law school, so we really think about how to be interdisciplinary and how do we provide classes and training across the university. And as just a quick background on myself, I ran the transition team for President Obama. I ran the transition board on technology and innovation. So as we were setting up all of the various initiatives within the government, we were in the early stages of trying to figure out how to even think about digital in 2008. And what a long way that we have come. So at Georgetown, we're sort of a scrappy team within the provost office. And our job is to really to think about investing in projects and people who are reimagining how we better serve people across communities, and really thinking about how to be more equitable, how to reach more people, and how do we just do it better in a more systemic way. We're focused on scaling that impact, and we really think about the methodology of scale. If something's working in one place, how do we think about scaling it? If something's working in 10 places, what can we learn? And what are the options for scale? What are the financing models for scale? And we look at two specific areas of work, financing models and data and digital. So how do we do this? We identify initiatives. We provide support. And that support can mean research, identifying researchers who can provide guidance on what can be done. It can mean analysts, people that can go in and work in on projects with people. And we also provide financial support. So if there is capital that is needed, what kind of capital? We can aggregate from other funders. We can also use some of our own money to do that. And through all of these initiatives and projects, we look at how do we find models for scale. Every project we do, we're constantly thinking about what is scalable, what is not scalable, and how do we get to scale. And that's sort of our job. Our data and digital teams, we've got a fairly large portfolio. So in data, we first started with convening chief data officers across the federal government. And through that, we created a playbook for chief data officers, helping them think through what their roles, how their roles are evolving, and what kind of technologies and tools can they use more effectively in their jobs. We now have a fellow working with us, Natalie Heavens-Harris, who is running 2 workshops here, who is working on data sharing. How do you look at data sharing across different communities? And what are the ways to collect data? What does data portability look like? She's working on that. We have another fellow, Denise Ross, who is looking at data sharing, creating a chief data officer network across states. And how can you share data amongst agencies across states, but also within the state, and what needs to happen in order for that work to take place? She's also leading a second project on Census 2020, in really thinking about if there is an undercount, how do we help states, cities, counties really think about how to collect data more effectively on who's in their communities. Third, we have Corey Zarek. Many of you probably haven't seen her. You saw her for a minute here, but she's probably running around trying to chase down the rest of the speakers. But she's leading a big effort that we are doing in partnership with the Rockefeller Foundation called the Digital Services Collaborative. And this is an effort to help government digital service delivery teams accelerate and do their work more effectively. What kind of support can we provide? What kind of aggregation of research can we give? What kind of other resources are needed in order to help government digital service delivery do its job better? And we're not telling anybody how to do it better. What we want to do is collect the information from delivery teams themselves. What's working? What do they need? What kind of support do they need? And how do we effectively think about providing support in a way that helps them achieve their jobs better? So we do 3 types of things. We're cultivating a group of digital service delivery teams. We want to create tangible resources that are useful. We'd like to hear from all of you what types of tangible resources. Is that anything from case studies? Is it playbooks? Is it people? Is it research? Is it data sharing agreements? What is it that will make your job easier to do? What are the types of things you need? And how do we help build an effective model for you all to do your jobs more easily, which I know is not easy within government, having run some of this myself. It is a battle on a constant basis. We're early. We just started this work. As Corey is finishing up the Code for America Summit, she's going to join in full time. And what we've done to date is we have interviewed over 100 folks in government that are working in different aspects of digital service delivery teams to understand what the challenges are that they're facing. And we've started to collect that information, and two things that we're consistently hearing from everybody is one, they would like to learn from each other. What are the things that are working in different states and different cities and different counties? What could they do differently? And they're looking for tangible resources. So everything from templates to checklists to playbooks to case studies to budget models. And so what we hope to do, and what we hope you will do with us, is really tell us, how can we be helpful to you? How can we more effectively learn from what you're doing, and how can we help transfer that information to other places? So what I hope you'll do as you leave here, and what we can do from the outside, and I know all of you are like, what can people on the outside do? What universities can do is we can convene a group of people. We can be neutral. We're not interested in pitching you for money. We're not interested in pitching you for particular products. What we really care about is helping you accelerate your ability to do what you're doing. So what I hope you can see us as a university is a way we can help you, and I hope you'll email us. And I'm going to give you my email, but I'm going to forward it on to another email. But do email us and let us know how we can be helpful. What can we do to help you? My email is Sonal, S-O-N-A-L, .shah, S-H-A-H, @georgetown.edu. If you can email us and let us know how we can be helpful, what are the things you need, what are the supports that you wish you had known before you came in, what do you need to know to do your job more effectively? What else do you need to learn from other places? Let us know that, because our job for this digital service network is really to help you do your work so you can affect more people's lives, and so you can help others get access to the services that they actually need. So with that, thank you very much, and I look forward to seeing and hearing from many of you.